beautiful people. Sunshine here. It's been a while. And welcome back to Energize Your Passion, the place where we slow life down just enough to hear our own heartbeat again. Where we remind ourselves that joy is still allowed, rest is still necessary, and your next chapter can still surprise you in the best possible way. Because we're talking about something that quietly, almost secretly, changed in the world of travel. And honestly, in the world of how we live our lives too, luxury doesn't look the same anymore. There was a time when luxury meant grand entrances, polished marble floors, sparkling chandeliers, staff in pressed uniforms, and rooms so perfect you almost felt nervous sitting on the furniture. Luxury meant showing up somewhere and being visibly impressed. But somewhere along the way, people started noticing something. You could stay somewhere stunning and still feel exhausted. You could book somewhere famous and still feel rushed. You could pay more and somehow relax less. And that realization changed everything because modern life always asks so much from us: work schedules, family responsibilities, financial pressures, constant notifications, nonstop decisions. By the time people finally get the chance to travel, they're not looking for something flashy. They're looking for something that feels like exhaling. Today, luxury means waking up without an alarm. It means coffee that you drink slowly instead of on the run. It means a space where you don't feel judged, rushed, hurried, or overwhelmed. It means experiences built around your comfort instead of someone else's itinerary. And maybe, most importantly, luxury today means feeling human again. So, in this episode, we're diving deep into the rise of relaxed personalized stays, why travelers everywhere are redefining what luxury actually means, how this shift is changing hotels, retreats, rentals, and experiences, and how you can start travel that truly restores you instead of just impressing others. Because sometimes the most luxurious thing in the world is finally feeling at peace where you are. Let's get into it. Segment 1: Why Traditional Luxury Lost Its Emotional Magic. Hey, my beautiful Energize Your Passion family. Sunshine here. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever checked into a place that looked absolutely stunning online, but once you got there, something just did not feel right? Everything was beautiful, but you didn't feel comfortable. Maybe the space felt too formal. Maybe everything felt scheduled. Maybe you felt like you had to behave a certain way. That right there is the moment people started realizing luxury isn't about appearances. It's about emotional ease. For decades, luxury travel was built around visual signals: bigger lobbies, fancier decor, exclusive access, dress codes, structured dining times, reserved seating, priority levels. And for a while, that worked because luxury used to be about status. But modern travelers are emotionally tired. They don't want to perform relaxation. They want to actually feel it. Today's travelers doesn't want to worry about using the wrong pool chair or whether dinner requires formal shoes. They want places where they can breathe, laugh loudly, wear comfortable clothes, and not feel like they're being watched. And something fascinating started happening in the travel world once that shift began. Smaller boutique hotels started getting higher satisfaction ratings than massive resorts. Vacation rentals with cozy kitchens started beating formal suites. Wellness lodges with simple decor started outscoring palace-style properties because emotional safety beats visual luxury every single time. Let's listen to our first listener story. Hi, Sunshine. I stayed at a famous luxury hotel in Chicago for my anniversary. It was gorgeous, but I felt like I was walking through a museum instead of relaxing. Everyone whispered. The dining felt formal, and I was nervous about touching anything. The next year, we stayed at a small lakefront inn where they gave us homemade cookies at check-in and told us where locals eat breakfast. That trip felt 10 times more luxurious. Rachel. Our second listener story. Sunshine. I booked a top tier Vegas hotel thinking the bigger the better, but it was crowded, loud, and exhausting just getting from the elevator to the room. Later, I stayed at a smaller, adult only boutique hotel off the main strip. Quiet pool, no lines, friendly staff who remembered my name. That felt like a real luxury. Marcus. And here's the truth. Luxury used to mean being impressed. Now it means being comfortable enough to be yourself. Because the real goal of travel was never to impress strangers. It was always to restore your spirit. Once people started realizing comfort matters more than appearances, they didn't just want calmer spaces. They started wanting trips designed specifically for them. Let's talk about that next. Segment 2. The Rise of Personalized Travel. Hello, my radiant travelers. Sunshine back with you. Here's something powerful happening right now. People don't want popular trips anymore. They want personal ones because the truth is, what relaxes one person might stress someone else completely out. For one traveler, luxury is a packed sightseeing schedule. For another, luxury is a hammock and absolutely nothing planned. And the travel industry finally caught up to that realization. Personalized stays are rising everywhere. Hotels asking guests pillow preferences before arrival. Retreats customizing daily schedules. Travel planners designing experiences around personality instead of destinations. Vacation rentals offering curated neighborhood guides based on guest interests because travelers don't want someone else's dream vacation. They want their own. True luxury today asks, do you love quiet mornings? Do you want social energy? Do you need recovery time? Do you want adventure or reflection? And when a stay matches your emotional needs, everything changes. Let's get into our next listener story. Hi, Sunshine. I stopped booking group tours and worked with a smaller planner who asked me about my energy level, food preferences, and what kind of mornings I enjoy. She planned a Spain trip with late starts, small wine tastings, and local walking tours. It felt like the trip was built for my personality, not for tourists. Denise. Our next listener story. Sunshine. I used to come home from vacation more tired than when I left. Then I booked a slow travel mountain stay with optional activities instead of required ones. For the first time, I rested without feeling guilty. Leonard. Because here's the shift. Old luxury said, here's what we offer. New luxury says, tell me what you need. And when travel listens to you, it becomes transformational instead of transactional. And once trips start matching your personality, something deeper happens. Travel stops being entertainment and starts becoming emotional recovery. Let's explore that next. Segment 3, Travel as Emotional Restoration. Hey beautiful souls, Sunshine here. Let's talk honestly. Most people aren't just tired, they're emotionally overloaded. And when someone like that books a vacation, they don't need spectacle, they need space. This is why wellness travel, quiet retreats, nature stays, and slow itineraries are exploring in popularity because modern luxury is about nervous system relief. It's about mornings without rushing, meals without schedules, silence without guilt. Real restoration happens when your brain finally stops scanning for the next responsibility. Listener story 1, Sunshine. After years of caretaking for my parents, I booked a wellness ranch in Arizona. No packed schedule, just optional yoga and quiet trails. The first day, I slept 11 hours. I didn't realize how exhausted I was. Gloria. Listener story number 2. Hey, Sunshine. I rented a tiny ocean cottage alone instead of staying at a resort. Every morning, I walked the beach with no agenda. By day 3, I felt like my thoughts slowed down for the first time in years. Trevor. Because sometimes the most powerful trip isn't the one where you do the most. It's the one where your mind finally rests. And when travel experience that kind of deep reset once, that rarely goes back to rush vacations again. Instead, they start choosing something even more meaningful. Segment 4, The Future of Luxury Travel is Human-Centered. Hey, my beautiful Energize Your Passion family. Sunshine here. If you're noticing this shift, you're not imagining it. Travel is becoming more human. Smaller properties are growing faster than mega resorts. Local host experiences are rising. Flexible check-ins, curated neighborhood guides, and guest-focused design are becoming standard because people want to feel known, not processed. They want staff who remember their name, spaces that feel warm, not staged, experiences that feel real, not scripted. Listener story number 1. Sunshine. I stayed at a small Savannah inn where the owner personally walked me to my room and asked what kind of breakfast I liked. That small kindness made the stay unforgettable. Jasmine. Listener story number 2. Hi, Sunshine. I hired a local walking guide in Portugal instead of doing a big bus tour. He showed me hidden bookstores, local bakeries, and a quiet hilltop view. That single afternoon became my favorite travel memory ever. Kelvin. Because in the future of travel, connection beats perfection every time. And when you step back and look at all these changes together, you start to see what luxury really means now. Let's bring it home. Segment 5, what luxury truly means now. Hey, beautiful hearts, Sunshine here. If there's one message I hope stayed with you today, it's this: luxury is no longer about the building, it's about the feeling. Let's bring everything together. From segment one, we learn luxury is moving away from status and towards emotional comfort. From segment two, we learn personalized travel creates deeper satisfaction because it reflects your personality. From segment three, restoration, peace, and emotional recovery are becoming the true markers for premium experiences. From segment four, the future of travel is smaller, warmer, more flexible, and deeply human. And here's the most important truth of all: the most luxurious trip isn't the one that photographs best, it's the one that changes how you feel inside. Maybe it lets you sleep deeply. Maybe it helps you think clearly. Maybe it gives you one quiet morning where you remember who you are outside of your responsibilities. That's luxury. Not the thread count, not the lobby size, not the brand name, the feeling. If today's episode shifts how you think about travel, start asking yourself one simple question. When planning your next trip, what would actually make me feel restored? Not impressed, not busy, restored. And if this episode lifts your perspective even a little, please take the moment to leave Energize Your Passion a 5-star rating. Share this episode with someone planning their next getaway and send me your travel stories, because your story might be exactly the encouragement someone else needs. Until next time, keep choosing rest, keep choosing joy, and always keep energizing your passion. This is Sunshine, signing off.